Hey!
Woo!
Hi, Bella. Hi, JJ. Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you. Welcome back to you as well.
I had to make sure I didn't have the cough button on because I've been coughing. I've been really sick all this week. But I'm going to try not to cough at the audience. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to QOTD. This is the Question of the Day show on Beyond the Air. This is the show, the game show that lets you be on the air and maybe win $100. First off, I want to thank everybody who recorded this week. We have some frankly bizarre answers to some kind of amazing questions. And so we're going to go through and hear them all. And one of them is going to get the chance to win $100. And maybe another 5 of them are going to win $25. So it's a good chance to win money. I will be your Sherpa today on the pathway to winning $100. So let me explain very quickly how everything works, especially if you're new to the Question of the Day show. First off, you should go to QOTD.BeOnTheAir.com, and that's the place where you can record, you can applaud, and you can also send votes, because votes are exactly how we pick. So we're going to play 6 questions of the day that we picked up during the week, and you guys can click the orange button to record, click the green button to applaud, or click the blue button to finally vote. And whoever gets the most votes, they win. They make it to the finals. We have a final vote. And the winner of the winner, the best of the best, wins the big pot of cash. And those semifinals win a little bit of money as well. It's not too late for you to answer questions. If you go to QOTD.BeOnTheAir.com right now, you can still click the orange button and record the answer to any of those questions. You should go ahead and do it right now. Go on, we'll wait. Okay, that's really good. So every time we answer a question, you're going to have a minute to answer. So it's not too late to go ahead and record and maybe win a little bit of money. So good luck to everybody out there. And I think we should begin.
Yeah. We've got some really good questions for this week.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we've got everything that we normally have. Everyone knows what we like around here. We have pets, we have food, we have your parents. Love that. Phone snooping, food, hometown, everything nostalgic, everything funky.
It's very kind of family and homey, Bella. Good
Yeah.
choices.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
you know, our audience is from all over the world, so we might have to explain that we're coming up on a big American holiday called Thanksgiving, where people get together with their families and eat too much, and sometimes the dogs steal the food from the table. So I feel like your questions are all like orbiting Thanksgiving.
yeah. We're getting ready.
Yeah.
Get in the holiday spirit.
Yeah.
Pie.
Good to give people like some balance of like remembering what's good about family, since planning with family for these holidays can be a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And in my family, I'm the guy they complain about. So
Try to be a good, not problematic soul. Anyway.
Yes.
do
Okay.
my best.
Okay, we ready to get into some questions?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't
Let's
wait.
commence. Question number 1. Here it is.
Okay, if you could ask your pet one question and they could answer, what would you ask?
That is such an odd, bizarre question.
I love this question. I always wish that my dog could talk. I would do that thing where I'd go up to him and I'd be like, when I was little, I'd be, you know, if you can talk, you could just say something to me and I promise I won't tell anybody. Please. Never would.
And
I still think he's holding out on me.
what do you have?
maybe
Do you have
on
a
his-
dog or a cat, or what do you got? Or
A dog. I have like a one of those little fluffy terrier. We don't know. He's a mutt, but he has a lot of personality. I would ask him if how much he understands. If he could speak, I'd be like, how much do you really? I want to like test your IQ. Because
Yeah.
sometimes I think he's really smart.
Yeah.
I would
think
ask him,
apparently
like, what to
dogs
vote
can
for.
understand.
I would make him do a test.
But he doesn't answer, does he?
No,
Let's see.
Not yet.
I would never.
If I
tell.
could ask my pet any question, I'd probably ask him if he liked me. After all these years, I really want to know that, because I feel like we're best friends, but what if he secretly hates me? That would be pretty sad.
I feel like your dog wouldn't hate you.
You would
You
know.
take care of him.
You would know.
If I could ask my pet one question, are you an agent? If you are an agent and you can talk, tell me right now. And I will ask that because I be seeing all the movies. I be seeing all the cartoon movies, and I really feel like dogs can talk. When they bark at us, I really feel like they talk. I just don't know what they're saying. So I feel like if I could go to my pet right now, I would ask him, "Do you work for an agency? If you do work for an agency, I need to know. Let me know right now, so we can both be on the same accord. I won't tell nobody."
Your dog is spying on you.
Perry the platypus from Phineas and Ferb.
If you could ask your pet one question and they could answer, what would it be? Yeah, I would ask him why he won't leave me the heck alone. He just bothers me all the time, and I'd like to know, why won't you leave me alone?
Why are you dogging me, as they say?
Mm-hmm. Sometimes pets, they just get attached. Too attached. Follow you around the house.
Especially the quarantine pets, the quarantine dogs.
If I
Very
could
true.
ask my pet one question and they could answer it, what would I ask? I would ask my pet, I would say, Simon, why the heck are you following me around all day?
Just so many questions from Lashane.
If I could ask my pet one question, it would be, what are the things that really make you happy, that you really enjoy in your life and want to do for the rest of your remaining years?
That's pretty sweet, Tara. She's not. Ask not what your dog can do for you, but
If
what you
I
can
could
do
ask
for
my
your dog.
pet one question, it would probably be why he always pees in my bed. Yeah.
Like, what's that all about? It's love. It's probably love.
I don't know.
Yeah.
So everybody, there are blue buttons going right across your screen, and there are numbered 1 through 6 corresponding to these. So go ahead and click one of them. This is your vote to pick one of these folks to be the very best. I mean, not that they're not already the best, but you're going to tell us which ones you think are the best.
They're pretty great. Yeah. Oh, we got an answer coming out. Al Holman, congratulations.
Yeah.
$25.
Congratulations.
Well, Simon is dogging her, and she doesn't
Yeah.
like that. I think people must relate to the dogs bugging them.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
No,
My dog is needy. My dog is definitely pretty needy.
Yeah, my family has a dog, and my dog just follows my mom around the whole house all day, every day. She is attached at the hip.
My
It's
dog
so
tried to
cute.
crawl in bed with me last night. That's like a complete non-starter. No. I mean, maybe you guys
You
feel
don't allow them
differently.
in your room?
Oh, no. I mean, yeah, you like, and cats are worse. Like cats, they're like standing in kitty litter and stuff like that. Oh, it's so gross.
My dog sleeps at the bottom of my bed, like on the foot.
You keep it down
And
there.
he's small enough, so
I don't know. I mean, I love my dogs. I like kiss them and everything like that, but not my bed. That's like a no.
that's fair.
Too far.
Well,
Okay, you ready for the
all
next one?
correct.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's do it.
Pregunta número 2.
All right. Oh, some books. Gorgeous. All right. What book or movie has impacted you the most? Good question.
Yeah, like while we can still remember books, we had to change this question. It was originally what book, and people are like, "What's a book?"
Oh no, really?
Yes,
That's sad. That makes me sad.
I know.
Yeah. To be fair, I haven't read. If not for college, I would have gone too long without reading books. So I understand. I empathize.
Yeah. So, do you guys read for pleasure now, or is somebody reading something great?
Oh,
I
try
mean, the thing that I'm reading now, I'm reading this graphic. It was turned into a TV show. It's called Heartstopper. It was like a graphic novel, like online comic. That is pretty good. I enjoy it, but like, I need to read more stuff that's like just text, not pictures.
Yeah, there's like graphic novels though. I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
The Watchmen, The 300.
Oh,
Those are both graphic novels to start.
Yeah.
I would say Harry Potter just because it was a fun read.
Yeah.
classic.
The newest Joker really speaks a lot to mental health and how those around you can really play a difference in how you handle that.
Was also a comic book first. Detective Comics.
True.
I don't know if you know that.
I would say Douglas Copeland's Life After God. It kind of puts perspective on things as you read it.
Good point.
What
Christina.
things?
Exactly. More.
Keeping a list. I need to get a Goodreads account to keep track of all these recs.
Yeah.
Oh, I used
This
to.
is a
I
very
used to-
short book, and I mean like 60 pages, but it's called Chasing Failure, written by Ryan Leake. He's somebody who I've admired for a few years now, but what he did essentially said, if what everyone has in common is failure, successful or unsuccessful people, then we might as well run directly toward what that thing is that scares us the most.
I totally agree with that. I think that is wisdom.
That's good advice. Yeah.
Yeah.
This might sound a little corny, but I was most influenced as a child by Legally Blonde. I saw a young girl pursuing her dreams and was like, I want to do that. I want to be a lawyer. I want to go to Harvard. I want to do all these things and do what, the men tell me I can't do. And then I realized when I was in my teens that I didn't want to be a lawyer and I didn't want to go to Harvard. I wanted to be Reese Witherspoon and I wanted to be an actor. So that was a hard realization for my father to face, that I wasn't going to be making a lot of money. But that movie was very inspirational for me because I was able to finally see a girl in a place of power who was just like, yes, I'm going to do what I want to do and I don't care what everybody else says.
I love that answer.
Yeah, she got a lot out of that. So maybe I take it back on this whole movie.
The book that has influenced me the most was called The Sun Does Shine by Anthony Ray Hinton. He was a man on death row for 40 years who was found innocent and exonerated, and his lawyer was Brian Stevenson. It impacted me a lot because it made me see how flawed our justice system is and boosted me into wanting to be.
Yeah, well, books are the collective, wisdom of mankind.
Yeah, true.
All right, well, there are blue buttons on the screen again. Click one of these blue buttons. Tell us which is your favorite, and they will go to the final. Is it going to be Christina and her atheistic screed, or maybe it's The Sun Does Shine? Or Legally Blonde? Christina. Christina, she better enjoy the money.
I want more. I need more. I want to know what these perspectives are.
Yeah, Douglas Copeland. Well, it's a famous book, so you can find it anywhere that books are sold, or any bookshelf. But yeah, no, I remember there was quite a big debate about it, and regardless of how you feel about the existence or not of a deity, it is something that will challenge your thinking and either sharpen your opinion one way or maybe change it. We should always be open to that. That is the nature of books, a conversation between a writer and an audience. Yeah.
The best thing a book can do.
Or keep a door open. It does that too.
Exactly. Okay, we ready for the next question?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Okay, next question coming up.
Number 3.
What's it gonna be?
Ooh. This is a controversial one. Yeah. Is it ever justified to snoop through someone's phone? And have you ever done it?
So, I gotta say, I have been tempted. Because not only, I got a lot of kids and they're always getting in trouble. Or let's just say doing things that they probably shouldn't ought to do. But also, I'm pretty technically savvy. Particularly back in the day, I could have gotten into those phones. But I think that anything that you bring into the bathroom is nobody else's business. People take their phones. It's the most intimate device. It's next to their body all the time. It's by them when they're sleeping. They're texting when they're in the can, It's there's just nothing that's closer to you than that
Yeah.
phone.
That's so true.
It's like part of you. And if you are cracking open somebody's phone and reading their messages, it's just the most it's a complete invasion of their like.
I'm only saying it's not justified because I don't want people looking at my phone. What's on my phone is for my phone and me only. And have I ever done it? Probably. Will I ever do it again? Maybe.
Zach,
Yeah.
come on, man. What happened to the telecommunications golden rule that you just laid out?
Is it ever justified to look through someone's phone? I mean, look, me, would I do it? Absolutely not. I think it's invasion of privacy. Your phone's like your personal diary these days. Stores all your conversation. It's even worse because it stores every conversation you have ever. You know everything about someone looking through their phone. Almost guaranteed. So would I do it? Absolutely not. No, we should not do that. No.
Yeah, that's true.
It does bring up an interesting side thought.
I think snooping through someone's phone can be justified depending on the situation. For example, I'm throwing my mother a surprise 60th birthday party, and I just did a quick little peek through her messages to be sure that nobody mentioned the party when I texted her for her birthday.
Yeah, but like, what if you come across something else that's not about the party? You know,
Then
like
you look
her
away.
affair or something like that, right? You don't want to know that.
No, you can find tweets, you can find Instagram posts, you can find so much.
I think it's important to go through someone's phone, like only in the event that either they're missing and you have their phone and you're trying to figure out where they are or what happened to them, or if you don't know them, but they were in some sort of accident or emergency situation and can't identify themselves to you. So I read this thing on the internet that says that you should always put your emergency contact, put what their relationship to you is in their name. So you could have like their name and then husband or partner or wife or something like that. So that if you can't speak for yourself in some emergency situation, someone else can go through your phone, find them and call them. So yeah, I don't think snooping just to like try and get information out of someone is ever right. But in emergency instances like that, I think going through someone's phone can be super crucial.
Yeah, but those are so clearly exceptions that they prove the rule that you just shouldn't do it. There's like,
is it ever justified to snoop through somebody's phone, and have you ever done it? I'd say in large part, no, you shouldn't really do this unless there's like a really good reason why. You know, whether you think someone's in danger, you know, I guess if you guys have that kind of relationship where you have open phones with each other, I guess then that would be another point. Have I done it? Yeah, a couple times, and I think they were pretty reasonable circumstances, but you know, that's me saying it. So yeah, I'd say for the most part no, but in some gray areas, do it.
I love this idea of the open phone relationship. Don't get into an open phone relationship.
No.
The book that has.
Well. Anyway, using numbers 1 through 5, let's go ahead and pick our favorite by clicking the blue button on your screen. I can see lots of people voting. It's really, really great to see so many people. And like I say, there are people from all over the place, from India, Bangladesh, Dominican Republic, Australia, and Pakistan. All these people are out there making their voices heard.
Phoebe.
Phoebe says never, mostly never. Should you snoop
Mostly
on
never.
somebody's phone?
Never, but in the one exception.
Yeah, but it's such a slippery slope, right?
I
It's
mean,
like,
yeah, the iPhone has that thing where you can find your emergency or medical contact without even unlocking the phone, so you don't see any of the actual phone itself.
we should all do that and not have to like crack somebody's phone, because it's like, it's so odd, and it's like other things. But the question is, do you have a right to present yourself maybe a little bit differently than like all the crazy thoughts that are going on in your head, and you know, all these things that you might be sort of experimenting or toying with on your phone, like checking something out or writing something down or trying out some idea. But that's not necessarily you. That's you sort of exploring the world. And people get the wrong idea, I think, if they saw like every text message, every joke that you said, or every site that you visit or something like that. I think it's like,
Yeah, I feel like it's like one of the contestants said, like, it's your personal diary. It really is. I feel like I even hesitate like to touch anybody else's phone, like to pick it up or like move it, you know? It feels like such someone else's
and it is icky. Just say it
Yeah.
right off the bat. Phones are icky.
Bacteria.
Oh, like gross.
It's like a dog in the bed thing.
I feel like I don't think about that very often. Yeah.
Love the
But
dog,
true.
love the phone. Don't want to touch your phone. Don't want the dog in bed.
Yeah, don't know where the hands have been.
Yeah.
Okay. We ready for the next one?
Question number 4.
Question number 4.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah, that was a good one. Okay, let's see. What is this one?
All right. What's the best piece of advice you received that you'd share with the world?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Mm.
yeah, this
There's a
is
lot.
our chance to share, isn't it? And it's kind of like one of
Yeah.
the secrets of the QOTD shows. It's our chance
Yeah.
to sort of share thoughts and inspiration and knowledge with other people
Yeah.
in a positive way.
Yeah, I mean, one thing, thinking of advice, I think there's like one thing that I heard a lot about in college that now that I'm post college, it really speaks. It's like going at your own pace. I know some people who are like working a variety of different jobs. Some people are in grad school. Some people are like, don't have a job yet. So it's just like, that is the big piece of advice. That it's like, definitely like hearing that advice, it makes a difference. You know?
Oh, yeah. It's not a contest.
Oh, no.
Life.
Yeah, don't compare yourself too much.
That's wise.
Yeah,
We're
let's see
very
what other
mature for your
I
young.
think the best piece of advice I've been given over the years that I would like to share is probably to not worry about what you can't control, whether it be how other people feel or what other people do. Everybody has their own life and has their own decisions to make. So worrying about someone else's is a waste of time.
Yeah.
Snaps.
The best piece of advice that I've ever received is to save as much money as you possibly can while still living at the same time and not preventing yourself from enjoying life in the moment.
Okay.
I agree.
So growing up, I was always told your attitude will determine your altitude. And it stuck with me. And I didn't really understand it until I got older, but it has stuck with me all this time. And I'm like, now that I got it, I'm going to hold on to it and I'm going to keep on sharing it.
And it rhymes, which is nice.
Yeah.
It's easy to
It's a
remember.
good little slogan.
Exactly. Love a good
Tattoo
slogan.
worthy.
The best advice I've ever received was never to settle in a job that I am unhappy in. I should chase my passion, do what I love, because life is short.
Right.
Very true.
Life is short.
Yeah.
I was
YOLO.
told a long time ago that I don't need to apologize for taking space in people's lives. And I really wish I believed it and listened to it so long ago, but I think it's important that people know that, like, you're allowed to lay boundaries and you're allowed to tell people, like, hey, please don't say that to me. It upsets me. Like, and if they get upset about it, that's their problem, not yours.
That's good advice.
Yeah,
Very wise.
Very
The
Peter
best
Strong.
piece of advice I've ever received is you cannot control others. You can only control how you react.
True. Big themes of control today. And just like, yeah. Okay. Well, we got some answers, don't we?
It is time to vote. And these are big ones. Yeah, I agree. Is it number 3, your altitude determines your attitude, or the other way around? Be okay taking space up in other people's lives, says Sadie.
There's some big things to think about.
A lot of
Andre.
Oh, Andre, congrats.
You know, Andre's answered a bunch of questions, and he's like strong opinions, Very thoughtful. He's like thought it through.
He's got a lot of good wisdom.
Yeah. I've never heard your altitude determines your altitude, but it rolls off the tongue. So.
And it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. True. Okay. Any final words of wisdom before we move on to the next question?
No, I feel like I got to think about what they have to say, but I'm not going to add anything to it.
Smart.
Tomorrow, I'll let you guys know.
Let it sink in. Okay, then let's move on.
Question number 5.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, finally a food question. People love the food questions.
Delicious.
So
right,
what is a food they make where you live that you just can't get anywhere else? So I actually want to jump into this because I've lived in a bunch of places, but now I've been in New Jersey, not my native state, but I've been here for a while. And my favorite part of living here is Taylor ham. I know.
Really?
Yeah, they don't have T ham across the rest of the country. And for those guys who don't know, Taylor ham is like, they're like little ham rolls. It's like processed meat. It's like Spam except round, and it's awesome. And by the way, invented in Trenton, down here in New Jersey. But people in the north call it Taylor ham. People in the south of New Jersey call it
pork roll.
Yeah, and they have it with ketchup, which is disgusting.
I like this ketchup.
I'm in California, and we have
Southern
In-N-Out, so we're already kind of winning there. I mean, In-N-Out's a very fast and efficient way to get a burger, and it's an amazing food item to eat. You get animal style, highly recommend.
That is a good burger. In-N-Out burger.
I haven't had it yet.
Oh, gotta go to California.
Okay. I'm trying to make this like it's pretty fun. A food that they make where I live. Okay, I live in Atlanta, Georgia. We're really big on barbecue. Barbecue and Southern food. Southern food consists of like collard greens, black eyed peas, especially macaroni and cheese. Because everybody can make macaroni and cheese, but everybody can't make it the Southern way. So I would say Southern food, and then barbecue.
I like barbecue.
We need the mac and cheese recipe right now.
The food that they make where I live that you can't. Okay, first off, let's start over. It's not even a food that we make. It's a food in Southern California that you can't get anywhere else. It's a cut of beef called tri-tip. I think they call it Santa Fe, maybe. They have another name for it. Can't think what they call it. But tri-tip. It's a cut of beef in Southern California. It's so good. You could smoke it. You slice it nice and thin. Make it put on your sandwich. Really good. And you can't get anywhere else. That's why Southern California is the best.
Bill, you're a California pro. Have you had the tri-tip?
I haven't. I think I've had tri-tip at home in Jersey.
Right next to your pork roll.
Yeah. Maybe I'll have to try it here.
Yeah.
What is a food they make where I live that you just can't get anywhere else? Dirt dog. And if you don't know what dirt dog is, baby, go and Google it because that cilantro, that chili, that lobster bun, hot dog. Yeah, it's giving me my entire life. Every time I eat it, delicious.
Where's she from?
That's a great question.
I don't know, man, because I want to try the dirt dog.
So I live in Utah, so you can really get anything we make anywhere, but you cannot get green Jell-O easily anywhere else. We eat a lot of Jell-O.
Oh, just stepping right into the caricature of Utah.
Is Utah doing okay?
We have a place down here in Western North Carolina that's called Rocky's Hot Chicken Shack, and they have the best fried chicken, macaroni and cheese, sweet tea, sweet potato casserole, fried okra. It's just good home Southern cooking, and you can't get that north.
Yeah, and it's different. Like Georgia, North Carolina, like totally different barbecue. But is their mac and cheese different? All right. Oh, it's time to vote. So left to right, we have In-N-Out Burger, barbecue, Georgia, tri-tip from California, dirt dog from we don't know where, green jello from Utah, or Rocky's hot chicken shack.
I think the dirt dogs are from LA. I just looked
Oh,
into that.
is that right?
Ooh.
I think so.
I feel like I saw it in a TV show. Ah,
Oh,
Brian goes
Brian's
steak.
voice work.
He goes with the tri-tip. I'm with you. I feel like I've had it, but it's like maybe I haven't.
I'm not convinced that you can only get it in Southern California. I don't know. I'm gonna have to fact check him on that one.
Yeah, well, listen, Bella, like I said, you're the California expert.
Right,
So we
Brian.
need you to go to In-N-Out Burger. We need you to get a dirt dog, and we also need you to go and like do some tri-tip.
They'll be like, "Where do you think you are?"
Don't even think about asking for green jello because you can't get that. Not
True.
in California.
Only in Utah.
That is the funniest thing. Yes, both in like insane asylums or in Utah, you can get green jello, but that's it.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah.
So
Pretty
quick
much.
poll. When's the last time that you've had jello?
Oh,
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's been a bit.
It has been a bit.
They say it's good for your hair. I should have
It's
more.
bad for your hair.
Good. It's good for your hair.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm not going to
That's
tell you what it's made out of, but there's a reason why it's good for your hair.
Bugs.
Nah, I'm not going to say. You don't
Oh
want
no.
to. Maybe
Oh,
next
no.
week.
I'm gonna have to look it up later.
So listen, this is our final question of the day, and then we go to the finals. So everybody out there, if you have not yet recorded, now is your chance. Go to QOTD.com. And the question just like pops up right there in the middle as you're watching the show. It'll say whatever the question is, which I don't know what it is, but we'll find out.
Yeah, we will see.
JJ, click the next question button.
Yeah, I know. Just waiting. We got it.
I see
Ooh,
people
some arguing.
Oh,
All right.
drama.
What is something your parents do that drives you crazy?
So there's a big orange button on your screen. Click on it. I'm gonna nag you because I'm like your mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my God. I feel like there's so many things. One thing, especially being in college, because I guess I don't see them every day. We don't talk every day. So sometimes my parents just won't update me on things, and I'll call them and they'll be like, "Oh, I'm in Italy." I'm like, "When did you go to Italy? Like, why are you in Italy? When did this happen?" So sometimes they're like, "Oh, we didn't tell you," and I'm like, "No."
That's just irresponsible. Would you do that to them? Would you go to Italy and then like not tell them?
Ooh,
No, exactly.
no.
It's not. You get to a certain age, your parents got to start treating you like an adult.
Yeah.
Just
true.
saying.
Yeah.
Your parents are lovely,
Mm.
but I could write them a note if you like.
It's mostly funny.
They nitpick me. Every single time I do something, they nitpick me. And it's annoying. Like, I haven't done the laundry a million times, and you're still nitpicking me on how I do it? Like, okay, I fill the detergent up halfway. All right? Every single time. I don't need to be reminded. Mom.
You want to hear something funny? My parents still nitpick. They
Oh,
still,
yeah?
yeah.
So something that's crazy my parents do, I gotta say it's probably my mom. That just drives me crazy is when I'm perfectly fine and she's got to ask a million times, am I okay? Just because I'm not consistently talking and jumping up and down and running around at my ripe age. So yeah, that's what drives me crazy. Yes, I'm okay. You don't have to ask a million times.
Blink once if you're okay.
Something my mother still asks me to this day when I go over to her house, she asks me, will I rub her feet? No, I won't rub your feet. I'm not rubbing feet anymore. No.
No, don't touch my phone.
No thanks.
Nope. That's why they have foot massages.
Oh my God. It's like,
well, I'm Gen Z and they are boomers. So it drives me crazy when they try to give me advice on anything to do with today's job market or the rental market or how to spend my money. They have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. Things were very different for them back then, and for them to give me advice on how I should spend my money and how I should do things in today's market when things were a lot easier for them, they have no idea what they're talking about. It drives me crazy. It's ridiculous.
Can't wait till you have kids. All you shh. I'm sure you'll tell them.
Something my parents do that drives me crazy is their nonstop questioning and asking about what I will do with my life next, or like they would tell me, oh, do this, do that, and knowing that this is my life, I get to choose what I want.
Could be a song in that, Stephanie.
It's my life.
So my parents have this little habit of whenever I go away to school, they like to rearrange the whole house. So whenever I come home, we kind of have a tradition where I get a house tour of the house that I grew up in, except I recognize nothing because the whole thing has been completely rearranged when I was gone, and I have to figure out my way through my own house.
Put on blast.
Totally did it to my kids too. Can't wait till they come over Thanksgiving. Totally rearrange the house. It's gonna be nutty. Questions 1 through 6. Number 1, do your parents nitpick? Number 2, do they always say, "Are you okay?" 3, do they ask you to rub their feet? 4, are they just like out of touch, trying to give you advice? 5, are they just in your face? And then 6 is, do they like go and like rearrange the house and hide all your stuff? Vote for one of these people. Tell us who's the best, and they're gonna make it to the finals. Oh, you.
Oh, generations.
My least favorite answer, all you But you know what? Maybe I'm that guy.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm out of touch. Maybe I should just shut my mouth.
I mean, advice is always apprecited.
Yes,
Well,
everybody
Yeah.
enjoys getting advice from people who are out of touch and old.
I feel like it's a give and take, always.
Yeah. It's a balance. It's a balancing act.
Mhm.
Hysterical.
Sometimes you gotta let the kids fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Well, JJ Bella, shall we move on?
I think so.
I think we're ready.
We've done our
Let's do
6
it.
questions, and that must mean that now it's time for the finals. So here's the way that this part of the game works: is that we have gone through the 6 questions and heard the best answers that people have recorded either live during the show or during the week, because it's the question of the day. So there's a different one of these 6 questions posted Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, whatever. So nevertheless, all the best of those were chosen by our AI and then played, and you guys voted, and we picked the best of the best. So now we have one winner for each question, and we're going to go through and replay them all. We're going to vote, and this person's going to win 100 USD.
Wow.
Wherever that's legal. I'm just going to
That
put that
sounds
caveat
good to
out
me.
there, but if it's legal where you are and you record a question that wins, you're going to win $100, or should I say 125?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All the semifinals are going to make $25 today as well, all according to the same rules. And that's just the kind of the way it works. So now we're going to do the 6 questions, a very quick review of each one so that you guys remember which ones they are. And then y'all vote. And then that's it. We have our winner.
Done.
Yeah.
Let's
We're done
watch.
with that.
If you could ask your pet one question and they could answer, what would it be? Yeah, I would ask him why he won't leave me the heck alone. He just bothers me all the time, and I'd like to know, why won't you leave me alone?
If your pet could talk, what does your pet know that you don't?
I'd say Douglas Copeland's Life After God. It kind of puts perspective on things as you read it.
Things with a capital T. From Christina, the
Yeah.
answer was, what's a book that's changed your life?
I think it's important to go through someone's phone, like only in the event that either they're missing and you have their phone and you're trying to figure out where they are or what happened to them, or if you don't know them, but they were in some sort of accident or emergency situation and can't identify themselves to you. So I read this thing on the internet that says that you should always put your emergency contact, put what their relationship to you is in their name. So you could have like their name and then husband or partner or wife, or something like that. So that if you can't speak for yourself in some emergency situation, someone else can go through your phone, find them and call them. So yeah, I don't think snooping just to like try and get information out of someone is ever right. But in emergency instances like that, I think going through someone's phone can be super crucial.
So Phoebe's answering the question, is it ever okay to snoop through somebody's phone? And she says, well.
So growing up, I was always told your attitude will determine your altitude. And it stuck with me. And I didn't really understand it until I got older, but it has stuck with me all this time. And I'm like, now that I got it, I'm going to hold on to it and I'm going to keep on sharing it.
Andre's answering the question, what advice would you like to give to the world? Andre, thank you for that good piece of advice.
A food that they make where I live that you can't. Okay, first off, let's start over. It's not even a food that we make. It's a food in Southern California that you can't get anywhere else. It's a cut of beef called tri-tip. I think they call it Santa Fe, maybe. They have another name for it. Can't think what they call it. But tri-tip. It's a cut of beef in Southern California. It's so good. You could smoke it. You slice it nice and thin. Make it put on your sandwich. Really good. And you can't get anywhere else. That's why Southern California is the best.
So Brian's answering the question, what's a food that they make where you live that you just can't get anywhere else, dude?
Well, I'm Gen Z, and they are boomers. So it drives me crazy when they try to give me advice on anything to do with today's job market or the rental market or how to spend my money. They have absolutely no clue what they're talking about. Things were very different for them back then, and for them to give me advice on how I should spend my money and how I should do things in today's market when things were a lot easier for them, they have no idea what they're talking about. It drives me crazy. It's ridiculous.
And all of you is answering the question, what's some of your parents do that drives you bananas? So now we're going to vote for the final winner, 1 through 6, El Holman, or Christina, or Phoebe, or Andre, or Brian Voice Network, or all of you. Which of these guys has inspired you, or informed you, or just like said something that ticked you off so much that you just want to give them money? Yeah, I know. So time to vote.
Inspired a reaction.
This was a big one. Big questions. It sounded so friendly and family oriented when we heard the questions, but then kind of
not provoking. Oh, Christina.
Christina. Christina was answering the question, what's a book or movie that changed your life? And she said Douglas Copeland's After God.
Huh?
Good one.
After God.
Yeah.
We'll have to look that up.
Same.
Yeah, I would give her The Greatest Salesman in the World, which is kind of like an anti-Douglas Copeland sort of book, but both great books. And boy, you should be, if you're gonna ask yourself one big question and like really explore it and look at it from all angles, it would be, is there a God or gods? Wow. You know,
big one.
Existence of the deity. That's what spending some time on.
Big question of the day.
So, well, that's really great. So congratulations to all of our winners and semifinalists, and thank you to everybody who recorded both during the show and during the course of the week. But so now the cycle begins again, which is to say that we are now going to start doing one question every day. You guys can answer those questions and make it to the big show and maybe win a little bit of cash. So allow me to ask Bella, what is going to be our Saturday question?
Well, we've got a real hard-hitting philosophical question, which is, would you rather go on a space expedition or a submarine expedition?
Ooh.
This is what keeps you up at night.
But you know, it's one of those questions that sort of sounds kind of like superficial when you first hear it, but it's actually like deeper than it comes across. And I'm not, just making a submarine joke there, but it's like, right? Or should we be thinking about like this planet here, or should we go off and, exploring the great beyond, having great adventures out in, planetary something or else? That's the way that I look at that question.
That's true.
Yeah.
I look at which would I be less scared.
I find them both terrifying. I really do. Are you going to answer this week? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I'd much rather go to space, I think.
Because the sea is terrifying.
Yeah.
Is it the octopus? Is that what gets you?
It's darker. I think. And I feel like the pressure would be worse. I would rather float.
I think
don't know.
that would you rather be killed by the pressure or frozen to death? I don't know. Both terrifying, but maybe some people dig that whole thing. I did tell my kids when they were of age that they should go to Mars. So maybe that's where I stand on this whole thing.
When they're of age. Well, that's the only limitation that's keeping them from Mars.
So listen, everybody, you're going to get a new question. Yeah, exactly. What do you know, millennial? So there's going to be a new question every day. If you would like to get those questions early, then go ahead to our site, go to QOTD.BeOnTheAir.com, and then just sign up, and you'll get your question every day. It makes it easier to sign up. Or if you subscribe on YouTube, we put the announcements every day there, and so you will get that in your feed. And then Twitch, where we're trying to make it more of a regular thing, and we shall. That is next week's goal, is to make some method of people on Twitch getting our stuff on a daily basis. But everybody, for Bella and JJ and myself, and for everybody at Beyond the Air and Consolidated Wonder, thank you very much for sharing a little bit of yourself and recording on our little show. We're going to take a 10-second break where we change the reels up in the projector room, and then we'll be starting the automated show again. It's your chance to record, vote, applaud, and listen. And thanks again.
Yeah.
Yes, thanks
Thank
for
you guys.
watching.
Go record.
Yes. And have a great weekend.
Oh, yeah. Happy Turkey Day.
Happy Turkey Day.